Have waited for that moment. Makes sense? That, but I should have waited for that moment. Makes sense? That's my fault. That is a bad trade. My fault. Too early. did not wait, no patience, loser. Come on, baby. SPY tapping on VWAP on the 1 minute scalp. So if SPY if SPY is coming down to VWAP, what is VWAP?
Support.
What do we do on support?
Calls.
Oh,
Where would our stop go?
Under VWAP.
What's our risk?
Very minimal.
What's the reward?
Very, very big.
Fuck it, I'm out. Had to get a water. If it breaks below VWAP and you get stopped out, what do you do? Flip the script and we do what?
Backwards.
go the other way.
Flip it around.
There it is. Get it. There it is. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, now, Coach got in a little early. Can anybody tell me why I got in a little early? And I've said this before, and I always tell you.
There wasn't the break and hold.
That's right. I did not get confirmation. But I told you guys yesterday I do that, right? I like to do that. So once I see it get in it now, it's costing me money, but it costed me $200, $250 because I didn't wait for a break and hold because, right? And this is why I always tell you, you got to be careful when you do that. You see this? That never broke below the previous candle for me to go in that. See it? So that was just a bad entry. And those of you that had your stop at VWAP, right? Candles can come through, candles can come through, candles can come through, they can come through. That shouldn't freak you out. This is the break and hold that I was talking about. You see that, right? That just costed me literally $250 because I got into that too early and did not wait for confirmation to show me this is the new direction. That is my fault, right? Now, could this right here touch the 9, the 21, and still pull back and then collapse VWAP? Yes, but I should have waited for that moment. Make sense? That's my fault. That is a bad trade. My fault. Too early. Did not wait. No patience.
Yeah.
Think about it. Put it in your journal, right? Because in my head, I'm seeing this, right? I'm seeing we're getting this nice flag, right? It's coming up. If you look at this in my head, this is what I see. You see this? What is this trend? Right? So I'm seeing it down. But guess what? Doesn't matter. It can hit support, VWAP, bounce, rip my face off, then rip back to the downside. But wait, it's better to wait for a better setup just because I see it. Now, the other thing I could do with this, right? If I was going to be a knucklehead like that, I should have went in smaller with a looser stop. But then if I was going to do that, I better know where my stop is and why that is, right? But in my head, all I'm seeing is down, right? I can see it. Look at all of it, down. So I got overzealous, in case you're wondering how our minds will trick us into getting into trades early. All I saw was downward momentum, got to VWAP, blood candle, second candle started to go lower. I got in early, ripped my face off, $250 loss. That was a stupid trade. That's it. So it is what it is.
Dirty hands off the mouse.
Yep. Yep. Leave it alone. Let it show you. Stop trying to force trades. Stop trying to like, well, I'm going to get in early so I can make a couple. No, you're not. You're going to get in early. You're going to get your face ripped off. Then you're going to get your stop loss is going to get triggered. And then you're going to lose money on the trade. Wait for it to be a good setup, right? And you saw it firsthand with me not being. Now right here, the 200. What's the 200?
La résistance.
What do we do at resistance?
We short or put.
Right. And then the stop is very small above. And then and only then, if it breaks and holds above, I will do what?
Flip the script.
Yes, I will long it. But until it shows me otherwise, trade the trades the way you were trained and what you're doing, because statistically proven it's going to do the things we talk about, right?
Welcome, welcome, welcome to American Dream Trading's the Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts. This is a stream that's been created for you traders to have a place to come to relate to other traders like yourself after the market. The market can be stressful. So when you have a situation like that, you need to have a place where you can come and just kind of decompress and talk with other people who kind of know what you're going through. And that's what the Aftermarket's about. So welcome. It is owned and operated by Chad W. Christian, who owns American Dream Trading. And coach or any of us mods or anybody associated with American Dream Trading are tax or financial professionals, but what we do provide is education for training purposes. Okay. So, take everything that you hear, everything that we do, we paper trade. And we learn from coach, and we learn the right way. He's a 33-year stock market vet. He teaches us how to actually trade when the market goes up, when it goes down. No matter what market conditions are there, we're taught how to think as traders, as professional traders think, so that we can act for ourselves and think on our own. We don't necessarily follow his trades. He teaches us how to trade so that if we're ever trading alone, we know what the hell we're doing, right? So shout out to you, coach. Thank you for training us the right way and not teaching us how to just chase call outs like a lot of those other groups you see out there. Right now, if you'd like to join our group, you can join it for as low as 19. Well, technically, you can join it for free. You can join our Discord because it's absolutely free to join our Discord. But right now, if you'd like to get a paid membership where you get access to the Zoom call where you can actually interact with Coach and the other mods and the rest of the community, you can go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. That link is posted to the top of the live chat that's in this video. It's also posted to the description of the video for those of you watching the replay game who couldn't join us live. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up. Now, we have all kinds of memberships, but if you want to just kind of dip your toe in and get your feet wet a little bit, $19 sign up, right? He started this at the end of last week, so it's only going for 2 weeks. But this is $125 a month membership where you get access to the Zoom call, you get our hot stock picks in the morning that get you set up before the bell, right? And you get access to the rest of the entire community, right? So I mean, you can't beat that. We've got an IPO center that you get access to, all kinds of videos that you can learn from, our educational center, all of that for $19 sign up. And then it renews after 2 weeks at the regular rate of $125 a month. That's just the premium. I didn't even mention the VIP, because with the VIP, you get more videos, you get workshop classes, right? You get, you get even more training. The gold VIP, which is the add-on to the VIP, you get even more training, week out training, breakouts throughout the week, breakout rooms, endless, right? So go ahead and get started with the premium for $19. See what it's all about. Come on in and get your learn on. Tonight is I started to say Mindset Master Monday. It's Watch Party Wednesday, gang. Watch Party Wednesday. So this is the day where we basically watch a few of Coach's videos. James might have some already queued up. And we kind of get our learn on. We focus on the strategies. That's what we do back here. So let me go ahead and let James in. While I'm doing that, don't forget to smash the like button, share the content out, and subscribe, because we are trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers, right? Trying to get up to 20,000 subscribers. And right now we are firmly sitting at 15,909 subscribers. So way to go. We're almost there at 16K, gang. Ever since we started this from 15K, right? We were trying to get to 10K. We got there. Then the goal was 15. We got there. Now we're almost at 16, headed towards 20. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum up, right? And let's get him there. Uh-oh, we got trouble coming in. What's up, Miss Thing?
Hey.
All right, so we got James up here and we got Marlena.
Hey, Don.
How are you?
Good.
Miss Marlena?
Missed you yesterday. You okay?
How you doing? You've been at MIA a little bit. I know you can't be here every day though, so good to see you.
Good to see you guys. It was work. I got called away.
We figured. Hey, listen, you can tell us. What are you, an assassin or something?
Yes, I am.
Are you secret assassin? She can't tell us, James. She'd have to kill us.
Top secret.
That's really not funny.
Huh?
That's really not funny.
Uh-oh.
Why isn't it funny?
My wife's been working for the same attorney for 14 years now.
Yeah.
And he still swears that I'm some kind of CIA op because he can't find anything on me or what I do, or he's done a full extensive background check and can't find anything on me. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like an ongoing joke.
You seem like you could be that guy. I mean, seriously, you do. You do seem like you could be that guy, but we're gonna leave that alone. I don't want you looking up my address, coming to take me out because I figured your ass out. Uh-oh, you broke up. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm not trying to get it taken away. I'm gonna keep MIA.
Man, we had a ball yesterday. Did you watch any of that? Oh my God, I got so robbed by the wheel. It kept giving me bankrupt.
That was not me.
I said the wheel. I didn't even say James. I said the wheel. I realized you're just clicking a button, spinning it, but the wheel was relentless yesterday, Marlena. I couldn't get, and I had a couple of times where I had quite a few letters in there and was ready to solve the puzzle, and then a bankrupt comes in and wipes my shit out. I'm like, come on.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, it was so disheartening. And Dave, of all people, took the crown, and you know he was gloating.
Oh,
okay. Because that's his MO. He is the boomer winner in here at all times. So whenever he actually makes that come to fruition, we never hear the Oh my God.
Oh.
Boomer. So cute. That's too funny.
He is
so
the winner.
Meta, Miss Dawn.
Y'all had a good time.
Yep, we did. Yeah. Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, Meta. I heard you, James. Yes, Meta. I don't know. I've fallen back in love with Meta. I don't know. It's just something about Meta that I like. The contracts are expensive, but I like the way Meta pays when it moves. But you have to wait for it to move. I figured that out months ago, that you have to wait for it to move. But I've always maintained that Meta was one of my crew. You know, I've got a crew of about 3 or 4 of them. And I mean, everybody acts like I keep jumping. It's only been a few stocks. It's IWM, SPY, Meta. And when it's futures, it's M2K and MES. That's it. I don't really talk about anything else. I've dabbled in other stuff. Yeah, if it ran. But you know what I find? Because I see what happens like with Mark. It doesn't matter what stock it is. It's the technique. It's the process. If you've that's it. If you've gotten to where you understand where the setups are happening and you know how to wait for something, it doesn't matter what stock it is. So it don't matter if you jump around as long as you know what you're doing, what you're waiting for. And I figured out that I know what I'm waiting for because it's worked with IWM. It's now worked with Meta. It worked with Meta before. I figured it out with Meta and then started using it with other stuff. And the only time I realized that I lost money was for 2 reasons. Either I jumped in too fast and didn't wait quite long enough for it to be the real setup, or I got in, made money, which happened more often than not, and held on too long and lost either all of it or most of it. So I've gotten better. I've gotten in, I've gotten green, and I've gotten up to a point where I'm making X amount, but then I may lose like 20 to 30% of it, or maybe even 40%, and then I'll go ahead and cut it. I will take still a good portion of my winnings. I don't let it dwindle down to nothing or go red anymore. And I was doing that a lot. So I stopped doing that. So it really is baby steps with this thing. It's like you get one thing down, but still have 2 or 3 of the other things, like the 1 or 3% or the no stops, or it's 2 or 3 of the other rules that you're not doing that's negating the rule that you are following. So it's like you have to follow all of them. Otherwise, you know, I mean, what's the point? You know? So yeah, but I did good. I made $83 on it today, so I'll take it. I was up to 160, but I let it drop back a little bit. But I took 83 from it.
Nice.
I got 2.46% total account SPY.
Nice. Good for you, man. What about IBM?
I think I'm at the point I'll always have TSLL.
Yep.
But if it's a SPY day and coach is on SPY, I've tuned everything else out, just listening to coach and in and out.
I did it. I jumped in SPY. I had a $50 contract and I made a few dollars off of it, but then I turned around and lost $3 on it because I was focused on Meta. Because I did the same thing. He was talking about SPY so much and had it on his screen, so I was able to see that with my screen. So I'm like, damn, that is luscious. Okay, it is dropping. And at the time, I was scoping out my normal IWM. And I'm like, it's too choppy at this moment. If you look at IWM in the beginning of the day, it was choppy, and then it dropped. And then it just went up and just kept going up. If I had waited, I would have taken that trade instead of Meta and just rode that out. But I decided to go with Meta. And I saw SPY was doing the same thing. I'm like, shit, both of them are going in the same direction. And they feed off each other because Meta's a decent portion of SPY. Not huge, but decent enough where they kind of play. If SPY was going down and Meta was going down, they help each other because Meta is a part of it. So I'm like, okay, I can do both of those. So yeah, you're right. He made it look really good, appetizing. I got in it with a $50 contract and I was up like $16. Then all of a sudden it started going up. I got out of it at a $3 loss, right? Because I was going to lose more than X percent. So I got out of it with a $3 loss, but I stayed in Meta. And that's why I did that. But I should have stayed because SPY ended up dropping. I would have made money off of both of those contracts. But more than one at a time is really not good. Not for me. Focusing on one at a time is where it's at. So I'm like, you know what? Stop being greedy. Get paid off of one of them. Just focus on the trade itself on one of them and make some money, right? If you miss out on one of them, forget it. That's why I couldn't be pissed at IWM because I'm like, if I had a choice, SPY, Meta, IWM. I was going back and forth between all of them, looking at the chart, waiting for the right setup. And I said, pick one. I got on my own damn nerves.
Yep. Been
I was
there.
like, pick one and just stay with it. Stop jumping between all 3 of these screens because I don't have 25 screens up. So I can put 3 screens on it, but I don't know. I'm just watching all 3 of them. That probably is what I should have done. I did double up on SPY and IWM, and I had Meta on one, but I just said, just watch one. So I watched Meta. So I made money. I'm happy.
Nice.
Marlene, did you trade?
No, I did more of the training, and I jumped in the mentorship.
Okay.
And learned a couple of more things from Richard. Richard's awesome. And I did join the live this morning with Coach, and I like that. So there's a lot of information there that he reiterates that I picked up again. Sometimes you just have to hear it more than once.
You do.
But it's really good information. So I took some more notes down. But yeah, I have my paper trading ready for tomorrow. So I'll probably be paper trading tomorrow for sure.
Way to go. Way to
Yeah.
go.
Well, and you'll find here too that you'll hear the same exact thing from 20 other people before that 21st one. Something about that person, it'll click with you.
Yep.
And it's all the same thing Coach has been saying since day one, but that's just that's how it goes.
Yep. Exactly. So yeah. So
Yep.
I'm just taking notes right now and getting back into it with the paper trading. So yeah.
Speaking of the mentorship, Bruno's pissed at me. I said I would be
Oh,
there this afternoon. Apparently, and this is so crazy because I am always available for ADT 24/7. I have been here for 2.5 years straight. I've never taken a day off. I've never taken a day off the aftermarket. I've always been here. And they look for me for 1 hour, and I just happen to be away from availability. I think my headset died. I might have been eating something. I was talking to Jen. I mean, I literally was gone for that exact block of time that they were looking for me. So I apologize to the group for that. That won't happen anymore. But
oh,
That's the way it goes. That's
isn't that right? Look, Jen and I used to giggle about that because in our delivery business that we had, we could never, ever, ever leave the phone anywhere because the one time you walk away is the time you look away from a trade. That's the time when the entry happened. That's the time when they ate your stop or it broke. The one time you walk away or look away, it's like, geez, man. So I apologize for that, but yeah. So Jen said because I told Jen I was pissed. I'm like, I don't like disappointing anybody, and I told him I would be there. She said, give him my number. Sometimes you don't see when messages come through, and it's not your fault. You just can't see it. You're trying. Give him my number. So I did. So if they can't reach me, call Jen. And hey, honey, they're trying to get you. So yeah, I got a backup, right? So we'll make sure that happens.
Well,
But
there you go. Coach always says have a backup.
that's it. Have a backup
Don,
for a backup.
I
Yeah.
give you so much praise. I mean, having this after show is amazing. You do so much for us. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. I try.
it's amazing. You just don't know it. It's very helpful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so let's get started. Let's look at that. By the way, shout out to Juan, our latest moderator, who is the full-time educational video editor over there. And I like that last video, Juan. If you're watching or if you watch this back, that video was smoking, dude. Especially the part where he had Christina and Coach going back and forth, and Coach was like doing the voice like this, and he had the screen on the RGB edit, and it just like he glitched it out every time, and then Coach was like, "Fuck it, I'm out," and he totally took the TV animation and wiped the screen out. Dude, that edit was awesome.
Yeah, that brought back some childhood nightmares. I mean memories.
That edit was smoking. I like that. That was that was something I would have pulled. I like that. That was slick. But yeah, I can respect a good edit. I look for that because that's where I get my inspiration from. I love stuff like that. It just kind of throws you for a loop. I try to always do that with videos. Actually, you know what? Let's get started. I do have one that I edited. It's not that long and it's not that fabulous, but I'll go ahead and throw it on. We can get a couple of quick lessons from it. James, you got anything queued up?
Yeah, I got one on Apple actually.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and throw this one on and then we'll throw that one on, okay?
All right.
All right, everybody, welcome. Sit back in the chat. Darn Cricket, I saw you down there. Everybody, buckle your seatbelts. We're going to go ahead and get some learning on.
Oh, look at this pullback off of VWAP. Oh, my gosh. Anybody get that pullback off there?
You know it, Coach.
Perfect setup. VWAP up there. We're back below that 623 now. 623's got a break to get us that nice downside move. I like, though, that it hit VWAP and pulled back. That's nice. There it goes. Right there, back to a previous level. I think she's got more to give at this point. The way that it bled out off of VWAP.
Get out of there, buyers.
Yep, get out of there. Let's just see this thing just knife drop to hell. See if we can get down here, test new lows. There we go. Come on, baby. I'll take half off. Now I don't have as much risk.
I'm gonna just bleed.
Yeah, this is that double bottom area right here, technically.
Yep.
It's on that regression channel.
But be careful right there.
Taking them all off. Double bottom.
Yep.
That's a good call, coach.
Look at that. Look at
You
that.
look.
See?
Wow.
You see, there we go.
Yeah.
You are the man.
All right, so that was a lesson in double bottoms. Don't not respect the double bottom. When you get to double bottoms, meaning it's hit this area before and it's back at that area, chances are if it bounced up the first time, which is by definition what a double bottom does, it's going to bounce up, right? At least it's going to retest. Even if it breaks through and comes back down and goes for lower lows, it is going to bounce in that area. That's what they do, simply because it bounced there before, right? So always be mindful of try to start watching for double bottoms and double tops. Coach talks about them all the time. Those are your reversion points, right? Paul was talking about it earlier. When you see double bottoms and double tops, be leery. Make sure you are looking to the left and make sure you know, hey, this is a double bottom or double top. It could reverse on me here if you happen to be looking to get in an entry or looking to get out of a trade, right? If you're in a put and it's coming to that double bottom, you might want to look at getting out of there so you can re-enter in case it goes against you, right? And or maybe getting it back to the upside. That's how you channel trade.
Well,
Anyway.
that's statistically, you know what it's statistically going to do? Don't ever count on how long.
Exactly.
It could be one massive gamma candle and then
Yep.
drop back down, or it could
Yep.
flip completely and be up the rest of the day.
Exactly. But to your point, and that was exactly what I just said. Statistically, though,
Yep.
that's what it's going. It's going to give you some kind of bounce because that's what it does. But how long, you don't know. It could be one candle, could be 10 candles, could bounce for 2 seconds and go right back down. Right? It could be a doji and then go down. Either way, it's going to react at that level some kind of way. It's going to be held up in some way at that level because it's a level. So it's going to do something. Ready for yours, James? All right.
This one I watched and it was kind of like deja vu.
Apple is on a 2-minute EWO to the upside, but remember, wait. The first 3 to 4 minutes, 4 minutes preferably, because that will tell you the full story if it's still going in that direction. But everybody be cool, right? So if you get in there early, you already know it could rip you apart. First 3 to 8 minutes is the most volatile time of day. Apple still to the upside, 2-minute EWO. Nice job over there, Apple. 2-minute EWO gang. Should be looking pretty. Apple. 2-minute EWO gang. We called it at the gate. Been running. Beautiful. How are we doing over there, Apple 2-minute EWO riders?
Really good.
Yes.
85% on runners.
Oh my.
And you gotta love those Friday contracts already locked in over 3,000.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
$3,000. Yes.
83% on runners too.
Yes. Yeah. Friday contract prices are so good too. So choice.
God, 90%.
Yes. Good job, 2-minute EWO gang. Q's to the upside. SPY to the upside. Apple still climbing. It hit 238.47. It did not dip. That is not where I collect. That is just consolidating right there. Do you see the difference? Look at that Apple 2-minute EWO. Do you see how I said that was not a pullback? That is not a shed point. Do you understand? Do you hear the sound of my voice?
That's right.
None of that pulled back. It just went sideways. Nothing pulled back. You do not need to get out of any of it yet.
Yep. Hands off the mouse.
It just went sideways. It did not go down.
Hey, Coach, is that the same for Tesla then? Does it seem like it's pulling back, but it's not going all the way down?
No, I haven't. We're looking at the 2-minute EWO for Apple.
Oh, God, okay.
Yeah. Tesla, I'm just scalping off of 1 minute.
Where would you have got in on the 2-minute, Coach? On Apple?
So I would have got in immediately, but I would have told all of you to wait for the second indicator to fully form after the bell. So it would have been right here at 235.20 is where you would have got in at.
Oh, 235.20. All right. Thank you, Coach.
Yep. By the way, Apple, you still have not shed, right? That is consolidating and not pulling back, right? Good job.
Shout out to everybody down there in the chat. Yeah, I like that video, James. That's a good one. Vegan Knowledge. Hi, baby. We got Michael Anthony down there. We got Maria. We got Ange in the house. What's going on, baby? We got Jeffrey down there. What is going on, Jay Hearn? I see you. Welcome. I said hey to Dog Cricket. Jay Dog. What's up? We got who else? Izzy. What's going on, Izzy? How you doing, Chad H? What's happening, Polito? All right. Yeah. I think I saw some other people down at the end there. Yep, I think I named them. Ken T, what's going on, brother? Yep. Papa Todd, he said he would be here. Hey, boo. All right, gang. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us and getting some learn on. I like that video. Yeah, that was a good one. Apple is nice.
The funny thing is I seen that this afternoon, and I was thinking, man, they got this video put up there quick, because that's exactly what David did to. No, this video isn't from today. Consistency with the 2-minute EWO?
That's what it looks like. A lot of those videos look alike because of that.
That's some deja vu.
You know, how many times have we done that? How many double bottom videos have we done? How many double top videos have we done? How many EWO videos have we done? Scalping, you name it. And they all look alike, but it may be different stocks at different times, but it's the same lessons. But, you know, repetition, shout out to DT, the female trucker, wherever you are, miss you. You know what I mean? Repetition is the mother of retention. You over and over and over, it begins to stick, you know? So we got to watch it like that, James. Over and over and over, man.
Oh, yeah.
Got to do it. Got to do it. Let's see what else we got. Anybody have any requests down there in the chat of anything that you want to see? Marlena, anything you want us to pull up?
There was one, another one I found. Well, I didn't find it. Another one I've been looking for that I remember. Coach scalping.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That's a good one.
Scalping. Yeah,
but it was a day that it was like everybody shush.
Everybody what?
I mean, Coach just went after it. Down 5,000, up 12,000, down 2,000, up 15,000. Just.
Yeah, that would be a good one, James. Pull that one.
Well, I've got to find it. I remember the day. I'm trying to find the video. But I'm thinking that may be one of those that's, you know, the longer, you know, when he was here 8 to 10, 12 hours plus a day.
Oh, well, that's gone because he took those down. Let's see. What is this one? Let's go with.
Yeah, those scout.
Huh?
I know he probably has some recent scout videos.
Yeah, I just found one. Let's see what that one's got going on.
Okay.
Market, that looked good. You got a warning sign right here. You could see it faded, pulled back as soon as it broke and held VWAP, which was the second candle. I would have got out. So you made money from here to here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm glad you said you would have gotten out because I would have too.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing too, of course, is always if I enter here and it rides up and I get this super trend indicator, this is where I shed some. So if I had 10 contracts, right? Now I have 5 left. That's off of this point. Then I would have let this ride down here. It would have broke VWAP. This would have made me nervous, and I did not like the second candle. The second candle underneath means for sure get out. Why? Because I'm in calls, and they went below VWAP, which tells me run away. Now, let's look at the rest of the day. Let's say you were scalping the rest of the day. Every time it went above or below this critical level, or of course VWAP, you guys could play it, right? So don't forget that's an all-day situation. That is not like a one and done because it's giving you a point of reference, which means you could have bought here. Of course, this would be to the opposite side, right? There's a put. Here's your call. And then you would have rode the rest of the day. See how it came down? It touched. It came down. It touched. And then it was gone the rest of the day. Do you see it?
Yep.
So if you guys are scalping these, don't forget, this isn't like a one and done at the bell. This is, you can use this for quite a bit as a reference.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
That's
so don't
what,
ever forget about that though. It's not
when
just
he
a
gives
bell
us,
situation.
when they do
Let's
the
look at
pre-market setup, those are for, you know, all day purpose. That's what he's talking about. Those are scalping starting points. Some people, you know, try to use them for the 2-minute EWO, but they are originally meant for scalping. Whenever they break those levels to the upside or the downside, that's meant for a scalp. That's not a 2-minute EWO entry. That is a scalping entry. So in other words, get in, get green, and when it pulls back, shed or get out if all you have is one contract, right? So when you hear the pre-market setups, they're giving you entry points to get into the upside or the downside if it breaks and holds that area.
Tesla looks like it did almost exact same thing. It did.
Yeah.
Tesla is almost a complete mirror image here. Tesla at 211 is what you guys had marked. Yep, I can see you were using all this. Good marks, by the way. I like that. So same drill again right here on Tesla, right? So if you're looking at Tesla on
this must have been before Coach started doubling up on the Diet Coke and the Mountain Dew.
You're waiting for the break. There's your break. It did touch down below. You'd have to be very careful in here. Came back up to VWAP, and of course, we don't like the super trend. This is where we shed some, and as soon as it broke VWAP and held, we get out. So this one was a little bit tougher in this range. But again, we're looking at this critical level, and then of course, once it got past it, it could never come back down below VWAP. So another good thing, don't forget, is if you wait till 10 o'clock, right? This is like the 10 o'clock line. If you wait for 10 o'clock, you're going to get rid of this morning chop, right? Once the morning chop is gone, then we get to evaluate what is left over. And you can see here that it was then inside of that critical level that we were talking about, broke to the upside. There's your level.
Wait for the 2-minute EWO.
Yep, exactly. All right, so anyways, same drill again. Let's look at the 2-minute on Tesla. Now with the 2-minute, you can see that it was already on the break at the open, which was right here. There's your 2-minute confirmation right here. You just got another confirmation because of course it then breaks our pre-market level to the upside. But the cool thing is if you were doing this off the 2-minute, right, you bought it. So anyways, if you bought it here, right, and you used your 25 to 40% rule on your call, pops up, and gone for the rest of the day, and you bought it at this level. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
Absolutely.
Yep.
What's the 25 to 40% rule?
That's on your 2-minute EWO. If you're doing 2-minute EWO, not scalp, those are two different things. You have to allow at least a 25 to 40% maximum loss on the trade. So if you paid $1 for your contract, you could lose up to 40 cents, which means at the end of the contracts, they're going to be worth about 60 cents. That's the maximum loss we'll take. They all have to still make sense though. So if you entered the trade here, right, and it goes back up here. Now remember, we always want to shed. If you had 10 contracts, first big pullback, we shed, right? You shouldn't just be holding the thing, hold the line forever because you're going to miss out on an opportunity to make money from here to here, right? Then once it pulls back, it's up to you, right? So as long as soon as you go green, you want to have your stop at or at least what you paid. So right here, let's say you paid $1, okay? Right at that purchase line. So as soon as it pops up, I move my stop up to about $1.10. No matter what, I make money on the trade. Even if it came all the way back down to $1.10, I still made money on that trade, right? Otherwise, we hold the line, we leave the mouse alone, we set the stop at or above what you paid, and let it run the rest of the day. Now, a good rule is if you guys are especially new traders, if you bought like one contract, as soon as it goes green, let's say you paid $1 and it goes green, set your stop at $1. Try practicing this and let it go and see what happens. Worst case scenario, comes back, sells off. It was an even trade, right? Best case scenario, it teaches you to leave your hand off the mouse so it can do this, right? And now you've just 3x your trade. So what you once paid $1 is now worth $3. So you went from $100 to $300 on this trade. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Mhm.
So that was a scalping video that basically taught you how to get in, get green, and go ahead and shed if it starts pulling back on you. And that's what you do. That's all a scalp is, right? You get in,
Right.
you ride it for as long as you can. And then when it starts the pullback process, go ahead and shed. Hopefully you have more than one contract. I think sometimes when you just have one, which as Coach said, you should always buy something that you can afford to get multiple contracts of. If you can only get one, then technically you shouldn't be in it, because you always want to give yourself an extra out just in case it continues to run, right? David never gets in with one contract. He always has multiple contracts so that he can shed. So, part of scalping is going on ahead and shedding, You got some people that shed 100% though, so
Out back in his yard.
Yeah.
Well, I found a good one for you, Miss Donna.
Okay.
Talk
Pull
about
it
a
up.
flashback video.
Okay.
It's a little long, so we'll just cut it off whenever you give the word. But I think you'll love it.
Okay. Pull her on up. I think. Okay, I see it. Oh, this isn't that old. Because he didn't have that set up that long ago. All right, let's get full screen on it. We're ready.
Okay, there we go. I see Twitch is up.
I was just thinking about the angle and how we used to watch.
There we go. TikTok. One
What
of
he
them
was
is
doing on
up.
the screen.
Yeah.
Were you in when he had it at that angle, Marlena?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
that seems like that goes way back when he first started, huh?
Yeah, when he first started, it was in a different house. This was about a year ago before he started using OBS.
Oh, okay.
When he had moved to the new house and got the bigger screens and everything. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Were you guys able to see the screens okay?
Well, here's the thing. This was just the view that they got on YouTube and TikTok and all of that. We still were in the Zoom call. So if you're in the Zoom call, you can
get better.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you have his screen there.
Oh, that makes sense.
YouTube is up.
I'm supposed to say something about Meta. What's
Bless Coach's heart. He really was getting it in. Look at him.
The other TikTok's coming up now.
Yep.
There we go. All right. All systems are a go, go, go. There we go.
I just thought this was a good one. A little behind the scenes peek.
Yep. That used to be the view we would have.
Don't trade alone. Trade with me live. Using one.
It's
oh
like
my God,
20
James. You gotta get 80 you gotta get YouTube Premium, buddy.
Well, see, I pay for that. I don't know what. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, I pay for the music, so I guess that doesn't include the video. Rat bastards.
Yeah, premium. You don't get commercials. I can't stand. I got to have my premium. I can't stand those skip ad, skip ad, skip ad. I don't do the skip ad.
I hate the commercials. They suck.
Yeah, it's like $30 a month. It's worth it. I got it on my phone, Jen's phone, no commercials. Because I watch a lot of motivational videos too. And I don't like them interrupted with that bullshit. You know what I mean? Every 5 minutes, skip ad. You got to do skip ad. Otherwise, it'll play for 15 minutes. Oh, I hate that.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, the meta was the reference to how many contracts?
Huh?
The meta reference was to how many contracts should you get done?
Oh, yeah. You should get more than one. But as we know, yeah. Good luck with that on Meta.
Right.
2 $900 contracts. I did get 2 $500 contracts a couple times though. I broke the 900 up. I went 450 and 450 for that very reason. Because I remember being pissed at myself for getting out of it once. And I'm like, you know what? Instead of getting 1 900, should have got 2 450s. That way you could have, played around with it and did the shed and still been in it and still taking some green. So, but yeah, I only had $300 to play with. But I tell you, if all you got, actually, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. No, I went with the 260. I did look at that for that very reason today. I looked at 145, I believe it was 140 something, and I started to get it because I had 300 I was playing with, and instead I ended up, for the sake of the delta, going with one $260 contract because I had 300 that I was playing with. I had 350, and I wasted the other 50 trying to jump and spy and be greedy and do more than one play. So I ended up pulling that back out. That cost $56, so I sold it for 53. But the meta one, I was like, I did 260. So I'm like, shit, I did want to do more than one, because you should. I truly believe in that. The times where I have done it successfully, it really did pan. I loved it. I remember being in Tesla one time with like 7 contracts and selling 4 for like getting what I paid plus like 20%. You know what I mean? I'm like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's a free trade now, dude. I made money on this already. I made what I paid plus X amount of dollars. I got 3 freaking contracts left. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it, coach. Setting. Yes. Way to go. I like this. So
Well,
I totally get it.
I got to ask, just out of curiosity, how much of the crypto stuff that we're doing now have you looked into?
I have not looked into crypto because I already think that I tend to be too scattered as it is. So I'm not adding crypto to the mix right now. I wanted to, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, okay, you've been in stocks and options, and then you did futures. Just chill. Focus in on one so you can go ahead and get what you came here to do. Stop jumping around different strategies and shit, pre-market. Just focus on something that you like to do. And I like trading stocks and options and waiting for the setup. That's what I'm comfortable doing that. And I'm starting to be more consistent. So I'm like, I'm just going to stick with doing that. And then I can veer off into other stuff. I need to get some money in my account. I need to build, right? It's time for me to take my place at the table with that money thing. And I have not been doing it. And I know how. That's the fucked up part. Okay. I know how.
I get it.
I'm not doing it. So I'm like, I need to just calm down, be consistent, and do what I know how to do and get paid every fucking day. Excuse my French, but I'm passionate about it.
Right, Don.
It's time to get paid every day. I don't want no more losses. I want to be green every day. So the way to do that is what I know how to do. And that is wait for that setup after it gets finished chopping up. only play the few that I am familiar with, and just keep doing it till my account starts going up, 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 up. You know,
You
and if
know,
I jump
I
in
get it.
crypto, that's gonna negate that.
Well, I'm taking crypto super slow.
Yeah.
But I've done a little bit of paper trading with it. But like you said, I'm more comfortable with what I've been doing. But
Yeah.
the reason I asked that is you say you had $300 to work with.
Mm-hmm.
You put $20 in a trade in crypto and turn it into 25, 40, or if it goes against you, you lose $20. You don't have to have massive amounts, or
I get it.
yeah.
just like I said, just a thought. But I get the whole crypto. I'm taking it super slow myself too, because I don't want to mess it up like I've done other things. So
I'm glad you brought it up though, because speaking of crypto, tonight is Wednesday, gang. Don't forget, 7:15 Eastern Standard Time. Crypto usually does their live Zoom, right? So get in there with Chris and Bucko. They are excellent trainers. If you want to learn crypto, get in there. Those are the guys. Those are the teachers. They teach you the right way. They're just like Coach. They don't teach you little shortcuts and all that. They teach you the right way to do it. You know what I mean? So that you're prepared if you're not in that room, that you can go out on your own and trade successfully. So shout out to Chris and Bucko. 7:15 tonight, crypto training. So if you want to, we're usually out of here by like 6. So if you want to get over there and do that, that is happening tonight. I think we got somebody else that popped in.
Hey, Don.
let's be completely honest. They open it up a little bit earlier than 7:15.
Is Bucko a real coin? Did he make Bucko as a coin?
I don't know. Did he? Did he say he did that? He should.
That's actually a cool coin.
That would be
nice.
Waffle.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up, man?
Not much. Haven't seen you in a minute.
I know. How you been?
Living. And you guys?
We see that. Thank goodness. Yeah, same. One day at a time, right? One trade at a time.
Exactly.
So you still trading? What's happening?
A little bit here and there. I'm not doing a whole pile. I blew up. Canadian fees are attacking my $7.
And then...
Well, the Canadian fees are getting all screwed up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm getting dinged $7 every time I try and do a trade. So.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much.
So a guy.
Wonder why it's so expensive for you guys.
Oh, who knows? Canadian taxes. Our prime minister needs a new plane, I guess.
That's not any different than U.S. government. They got to have some golden toilet seats.
Yeah, well, Trump got a free one from Saudi Arabia, so I guess our guy is trying to do the same. Yeah, plus all the tariffs and all that stuff too. We're taking a shit kicking.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's always good to see you, though.
Yeah, you guys too. So what else is new? I hear K2 is winning. That's good.
K2, you mean F2?
F2. I was calling K2.
Yeah, F2's kicking some ass. He clocked like 30 grand last week. Like he's up there.
I heard that. Yeah, I've been chiming in on Zoom in the mornings, So I might lose you here.
You'll never lose us. You might dip out, but
no, because I'm driving. So
yeah. But yeah, we're proud of him. He has really taken the instructions that he's been given to heart. He and Palm have had extensive conversations, and he's been working with them, and he has really taken that stuff and running with it. And we're just really proud of him. We'd like to see him be able to leave his 9-to-5 at some point. So he is on his way big time with a bullet.
Well, and you got to admire the man, because even with that, he's sticking to his plan.
Yeah.
How long has been with American Dream Trading?
Yeah.
Since the beginning.
Yeah, he's been here a few years.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been in here since before I was in here. I think he's been in here. So have you, Jay? I think, right? Since what? October of 2022, maybe? Somewhere in the fall of 2022. It could have been August.
Me?
Yeah, I think August. F2 said he's been in here since August.
Wow.
And that's when Coach went live.
Yeah. I've been in here since like the first week.
So yeah, you are OOG. Yeah, I came like 5 months in. I came in January 3rd of 2023. Yep. And I think Mark came maybe like a week after me.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So we've been here a minute.
Mustang Chris is in the chat. He showed up.
All right, Mustang Chris, what's up, brother? I'm not gonna ask you to come on the panel because you never do. So, but good to have you here. Hi.
He's been up here before.
Yeah, he's been up. Yeah, he used to be a regular up here, you know, but he might be driving because I know he drives trucks. So he could also be driving. So I'm gonna cut him some slack on that. But I love you. That's the only reason why I'm giving you shit, because I miss you.
I just set my phone on the dash.
He's probably driving. He's got that big sombrero on.
Yeah. No, I just got.
Remember that big sombrero?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bucko said Donald Grapes has no volume, but he's going to promote it on Twitter one day.
I can't believe that. No, you should do a Bucko coin.
Yeah.
Should do a Coach coin.
Yeah, there's an idea.
CWC.
Yeah.
Coach coin.
That'd be cool. And then surprise him with it.
Yeah.
Because he's not listening right now.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on that.
Who, Coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just when you think he's not, right?
Yeah. He'll deke in here right now. You watch.
He'll reference something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm glad to see all you guys again.
Yeah, man, we're glad to see you, you know?
Yeah.
It's always good when you pop in, say hi.
Yeah, thought you just forgot about us, Waffle.
No, I didn't. I don't forget about anybody.
I gotta say though, now I'm hungry.
Waffle. What do you want? Chicken and waffles?
Chicken and waffles.
That sounds.
Yeah. Bacon and waffle.
Dark maple syrup.
Yeah, bacon and waffle. There you go.
Put bacon in the waffles.
Have you ever?
To go with the chicken.
I'm sure you guys have eaten ice cream in between waffles, haven't you?
Oh, nice. That
waffle cone.
Try it. Well, we have waffle cone, but no, the actual waffle, like the Eggo waffle.
No,
thing
I've
in the
heard
box,
of that.
Fill them up with ice cream.
Yeah, I've seen that.
How to eat a sandwich? They're really good. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna head out and keep listening. I'm gonna head out and keep listening.
All right, Waffle. Thanks for stopping through, brother.
Love you guys. Take it easy.
Love you too, man.
Nice.
Well, do we have any more videos on queue? If not, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Thank you, Don.
Huh?
Thank you, Don. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, honey. I appreciate you being here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chris is he's driving. It says heavy high speed through a windmill farm.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought he might be.
Be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, but this was a good show. This was a good show. We got some good learning in, and we got a good couple of conversations in. You know, look for those points. You know, Palm was bringing it up this afternoon. Look for those double bottoms and double tops. Look for those entries. We should know those entries without even having to think twice about it. He's absolutely right about that. If you can't tell where to enter a trade, then you should definitely be paper trading, or you should just be watching and learning, you know, and just taking it all in, like what Marlena's doing, you know. If you're not you know, well versed on where to get in and how to get out, get in your notes, write some notes, watch, you know, because that's the best way to learn. If you try to do it and learn it, it's just like if you try to watch and trade at the same time, it's just like coach trying to train and trade at the same time. It doesn't work. You really do have to just put the mouse down and just watch coach and see what he's doing and listen to what he's telling you and watch the screen as he's teaching you, because that's the only way you're really going to take it in. There's times where, yeah, you know, I've traded and watched,
because I missed one key element, just distraction and doing little stuff. And if I can't trade and then learn at the same time. I gotta. Yep, you're right. Spot on. And then you mentioned something else, Don, not to take over at the end, but
no, you're good.
To one thing. You can't do crypto and then come over here do futures. I was trying to figure out which direction I want, and I said I can't do it all. Just stick with the shares and keep it simple.
Yep. And when you got the diamond, you have access to all of that. So it is very tempting to, oh, let me see what's happening over here. And let me go over there. And let me see over. And next thing you know, you got information overload and you don't know which way to go. You know, you got bits and pieces of each thing. And it's like it never, you know, formalizes into one main plan. So get one thing down, then move on. You know, it's just like Mark when he went over to futures, and I always use him as a reference because I've enjoyed watching his journey. He mastered the art of scalping. We all listened to it in the pre-market as it was happening. We listened to him learn and work it out and get it. And he got so good at it, and he took that once that was mastered. That's the key operative part there. Once that was mastered, then he went over to futures and used that in futures. So that's how you do it. You don't get a little bit here and then jump over there and get a little bit and then jump over there. Take it from me. It does not work that way. You got to get into one thing and stick with it and master it. You know, David preaches that all the time. You know, and I know he's talking straight at my face when he says stuff like that, right? And straight at a lot of our faces. So get with one thing, figure out what is you, what resonates with you. If you've been in here any amount of time, there's things that you've heard that you've tried and you're like, okay, wow, I did that. I made that work. And hopefully you've journaled it and you're using that, and just stick with that, you know?
Well, that's a good point. It's not necessarily bad to go and check it all out a little bit.
Yeah.
Figure out what you're going to do like. and then stick with it, because you know eventually the plan would be that it will all mesh together.
Right.
So it doesn't matter, you know, like we say, a chart's a chart. It doesn't matter if you're in futures, crypto, stocks, options.
Right. You know,
the plan's the plan.
It's like I just want to get consistent with one thing. And then I can take that and go over into crypto and learn what it is to be learned over there. Then I have a trifecta, right? Because I've already learned how to do futures. I've learned how that whole game works, right? So I've already known stocks and options. So crypto is the next best thing. But I have to take it back to ground zero and get the basics right first, right?
I agree, 100%. Get consistency in one.
And in that, get the mental training, get the mental discipline, because a lot of people underestimate how much discipline and focus you need with this thing. It's not just about the technical stuff. It's not about the indicators. It's about you taking that knowledge and then putting the discipline to wait for the right setups. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference if you know how to trade, if you don't wait for the right setup to happen, right? So if you don't have the patience to wait for the right setup, it's not going to work. It's just not, you know? So if you do anything, get that part of it down. Learn how to wait for the trade to come to you. If I could offer you one piece of advice that has truly helped me kind of turn this around a little bit, is wait for the trade to come to you. Don't jump into it. And when you find you got enough green, hey, I'm up $50. Oh, I'm up. Not let's take the dollar amount out of it. I'm up 10%. That's huge. 10% in a trade is huge. Why do you think Palm tells you go for 1%? Because 1% exponentially over time adds up to so much. So if you get 10%, think about that prospectively.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge. So if you're getting that in a trade and you walk away from it, don't be disappointed. So what? It was $5. If that $5 was 10% of 50 as a whole, then you did damn good. Because if that was $5,000, that means you would have made $500. If that was $500,000, that means you would have made like $5,000. So don't shortchange the percentage. You know what I mean? All right. So with that being said, you guys want to add anything else before we get out of here?
I think you covered it.
Thank you, Don. That was very helpful.
You're welcome, darling. All right, James. Thank you for being here, honey. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
Yep. Good night, everybody. Everybody down there in the chat, I appreciate y'all spending time with us and coming in and putting comments in the chat. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out and subscribe if you haven't done that. And once again, don't forget, you can go ahead and get a premium membership for $19, right? $19. Go ahead and get signed up and see what it's all about. All right, everybody have a great night. We're going to end with Coach's rules.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them, not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. It was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream training, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I can rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by, flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see success starts with who you believe you can be. turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you help me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life.